Greetings for the day, dear students. In the chain of my lectures on terpenoids, today I will discuss the structure of geraniol. Geraniol occurs in oils of rose, palmarosa, geranium, citronella, lemongrass, and lavender. Now I will take the physical properties of geraniol. Geraniol is a colorless liquid. Its boiling point is 230 degrees centigrade. It has a pleasant rose-like odor. It is insoluble in water, but it dissolves in ethanol. Geraniol exhibits geometrical isomerism and it is the cis form. The trans isomer is another terpene that is called nerol from the neroli oil. The word has been derived from the neroli oil. It is a colorless liquid. Boiling point is 225 degrees centigrade, having rose-like odor. Now first we will take the molecular formula of geraniol. Elemental analysis and molecular weight determinations show that the molecular formula of geraniol is C10H18O. Now as we have seen, it is all the terpenoids are derived from the monomeric unit isoprene. So it has double bonds. Now we have to see how many double bonds geraniol possesses. Now geraniol adds two molecules of bromine and 2 molecules of hydrogen on catalytic hydrogenation, showing the presence of two carbon-carbon double bonds. As we can see in these reactions, geraniol adds up 2 molecules of bromine, forming geraniol tetrabromide, and it adds on 2 hydrogen molecules, giving saturated alcohol called geraniol. Now as we have seen, its molecular formula possesses one oxygen atom. So next point is to establish the functional nature of oxygen, or we can say we have to establish the presence of CH2OH group. On oxidation, it gives an aldehyde citral A and then an acid geranic acid containing the same number of carbon atoms as in geraniol. So here in this reaction we see that when geraniol is subjected to oxidation, it gives citral A, and which on further oxidation is giving geranic acid, and both these compounds have 9 carbon atoms as that in case of geraniol. So these two reactions prove that geraniol is a primary alcohol, and the arrangement of carbon atoms as also the positions of the two double bonds are the same as in citral A. The constitution of citral we have already studied in my previous lecture. So we can say that the structure derived from that of citral, and knowing the structure of citral A, geraniol is assigned the structure. So to establish the structure of geraniol, first we will have to establish the structure of citral A. So here I will give you a quick recap of the structure elucidation of citral A, which we have already discussed in our previous lecture. So again, the first point is in determining the constitution of citral is the molecular formula. The elemental analysis and molecular weight determinations show that the molecular formula of citral is C10H16O. Now the presence of an aldehyde group. The formation of an oxime with hydroxylamine indicates that citral molecule possesses an oxo group, or we can say a carbonyl group. Now we have to establish whether this oxo group is aldehydic or ketonic. So citral on reduction with sodium amalgam gives an alcohol called geraniol, and on oxidation with silver oxide it gives geranic acid with the same number of carbon atoms as in citral. This indicates that the oxo group in citral is an aldehydic group. As we have seen in this reaction, geranic acid we are getting on oxidation of citral with silver oxide, and on reduction with sodium amalgam, citral gives geraniol. Now citral is an acyclic compound. Next point is that to establish its acyclic nature. The formation of the above products, that is the gyranic acid and geraniol, shows that citral is an acyclic compound containing two double bonds. The corresponding saturated hydrocarbon of citral corresponds to the general formula CnH2n plus 2. We have explained this thing in the previous lecture when we have established the structure of citral. So this is for acyclic compound, so we can say that citral is an acyclic compound. Now we come to the carbon skeleton of citral. Citral is heated with potassium hydrogen sulfate. It gives paracymene. The structure of paracymene is well known. So here we see that on reduction with potassium hydrogen sulfate, a molecule of water is eliminated and we get paracymene. Formation of paracymene and the product obtained from ozonolysis reveals that carbon skeleton that will show in the next slide is first. And the citral is formed by joining of two isoprene units in the head to tail fashion. So formation of paracymene also reveals the position of the methyl and isopropyl groups in citral. As we can see here, the in paracymene the methyl group and the isopropyl group are in para positions relative to each other, and since we have already proved that citral is an acyclic compound, so we can say that the carbon framework of citral is first. Now we will see the oxidative degradation of citral. Citral undergoes oxidation with KMnO4 followed by chromic acid, and it yields acetone, oxalic acid and lavulic acid. These reactions are only possible if we assume the structure second for citral. So if we assume this structure for citral, the formation of these two products on oxidative degradation can be explained. Now we will see further evidences in favor of the structure second for citral. Worley found that citral on boiling with aqueous potassium carbonate yields 6-methyl hept 5-ene 2-one and acetaldehyde. The formation of these can only be explained on the basis of proposed structure of citral as second, and if it undergoes cleavage at alpha beta double bond. Further, methyl heptanone undergoes oxidation and yields acetone lavulic acid. These can only be explained if we assume the structure second for citral. Here we can see this sequence of reactions, and this structure of citral explains the formation of methyl heptanone and lavulic acid and acetone. Now we will come to the isomerism in citral. Geraniol exhibits geometrical isomerism and is its cis form. The trans isomer is another terpene, nerol. The name is derived from nerol oil, colorless liquid, boiling point 225 degrees centigrade, having rose-like odor. So we can say that the citral A, that is called geraniol, is the trans form, and geraniol is the corresponding alcohol of this form, and citral B is nerol, or it is the cis form. So as we have shown earlier, geraniol is the corresponding alcohol of citral A or the geraniol. So the structure of geraniol may be represented as this. Here we can see geraniol is the trans form, that is, it is citral A. It is the corresponding alcohol of citral A. The structure of geraniol is finally confirmed by its unambiguous synthesis, and several methods of synthesis of geraniol are represented, of which two are given here. Here is synthesis 1. In this, the alkylation by an allyl Grignard reagent in the presence of CuI, copper iodide, as a catalyst, resulting in the extensively regioscopic addition of two C5 units in a biosynthetic fashion. The reaction is very slow in the absence of CuI. In the second synthesis, it was given by Brack and Shinks. We can call it Brack and Shinks method. It has also been delineated stepwise in this diagram. Here we can see the synthesis of geraniol. So this is all about the structure determination of geraniol. Thank you. Have a nice day.